Have you had an overcommitment that wasn't your fault? Did you say yes to a friend, family, or partner when you were in a COVID high? Did you get really gassed a couple of months ago when you found out restrictions were going to be lifted? So you said silly things like, I'll say yes to every single motive, whether it's day or night. Well, if this is you and you've overcommitted, I want you to know there's support out there that exists. I get it. I've been there. I've overcommitted as well. No judgments. When someone's in front of you and their plans seem so far in the future, it feels so easy to just say yes. But overcommitment is a serious issue affecting millions of people around the world. 8 in every 7 Britons struggle with overcommitment on a daily basis. And experts are saying we have an overcommitment pandemic on our hands. Sorry? What do you mean we can't say experts? You can call anyone an expert. Huh? But the British government do it all. Okay, fine. We can just find an expert on Twitter. Okay, fine, whatever. We'll cut it in post. Overcommitment is a serious issue facing our time right now. And with social interaction at an all-time high, but our social batteries being the lowest it's been since the 50s, we are heading for crisis. So if you're listening to this and you're realizing, maybe for the first time ever, that you are an overcommitter, it's okay. You will be fine. And for the affordable price of $599.99, we're here to help. Now, we would never ask you to rank the people in your life, because apparently that isn't just a very effective and practical way of processing your thoughts and emotions. It's rude and dehumanizing. So instead, we recommend you use vibe allocation. Vibe allocation is our patented method of figuring out who you need and when. All you need to do is give every single person a vibe. Simple, right? Maybe the vibe is great at DMCs, or maybe it's cute, but in a fun way. Either way, you give them a vibe, you think about what vibe you need, and boom, there you have your answer. Yeah, so I started using vibe allocation after my girlfriend broke up with me because she called me a demonic Virgo. And no, I've been using it for a while still, and not gonna lie, it works quite well. I've definitely cut some people out of my life, but it probably needed to happen. Though most people I've cut out of my life are Aries. But we move. Yeah, we move. Yes, I've used the allocator. My wife got it for me as a Christmas present, and it's the only good vibe thing she's given me in a minute, if you know what I mean. Anyway, good product. Very machine washable. Gets the job done. Now here's a secret the big guys upstairs don't want you to know. When you're deciding who to hang out with, the question isn't who are you closest to, the question is whose energy are you most needing? Because sometimes that's your 7th best friend. Because yeah, your best friend may have been with you through the hardest times in your life and they've had your back no matter what, but you haven't seen your 7th best friend in ages. And that means they have gossip because they've changed jobs. They have a new partner and they're no longer speaking to Charlie. And you like Charlie. The one time you met him at the Christmas party, you thought he was okay, which makes their story and their gossip even juicier. Because there's something about those people in our life who we have proximity to but are close with that's really, really refreshing. So much of the conversation in COVID has been who's checked in on you and those are your real friends. But be honest with yourself. Did you need all of your friends to check in on you? Or is it fine to have those friends who didn't ask you how you were doing and are just here for good vibes and chill? And we think the answer is yes.